Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Captain Awesomeness, and after a hiatus, I just finally had enough energy to get this video done and talk to you guys about what's been going on. So as I indicated to you guys in one of the last few videos, unfortunately my health was not that great, and because of that I just did not have the energy to do much of anything. And now that I'm thankfully a little bit on the path to recovery, I have had enough energy to actually go out and do things. So with that in mind, the slow and sure recovery that I made also allowed for me to have a little bit of time available to go do some go-karting at my favorite place, Boss Pro Karting. So with that in mind, guys, I just wanted to let you know, of course, things become rough and tough when you don't visit a place and try to get back into the rhythm of things. So this video, even though it's pretty long, is pretty exciting. I did a little bit different of a video this time around. Basically, I spent on purpose time on the track with people that basically had a mix of skill sets. Actually, what was going on was that one of the guys that I have raced with before on league nights, which happens every other Wednesday at Boss Pro Karting, his name's Drew. He brought over his friends and he was out there racing, and I just thought it would be a great way for me to kind of, you know, get back into things, at least being around somewhat of a familiar face and skill, and then two unknowns. So that's what this video is about, and I will talk to you guys right after the session's done. Also, guys, before I do begin, as is usual, please do me a favor. Hit thumbs up, please subscribe, and please hit the notification bell icon so that you are made aware of whenever I upload my next video. All right, everybody, now that we are at the track, I got a couple of things to let you guys know. Like I've already mentioned, health is the reason why I've not been able to race much, but at the same time, I also, let me put my helmet down, I have also been kind of sort of been spending a lot of time on the sim karting stuff, or sim racing actually, since I've also been doing a lot of messing around with Gran Turismo Sport, which by the way is getting replaced by Gran Turismo 7. I have it in the house, I just haven't opened it up yet to play it. Reason being is the friends that I race with, not all of them have GT7 yet, and when they do, that's when I'll start showcasing that stuff. I'm sure all the bigger YouTubers have already shown you guys that material, so what's the matter? Anyway, I am getting turned on, so time to go, and I'll talk to you guys in just a sec. All right, here we go. Now we're racing with 5 people, or sorry, 4 people, 5 total, of which 2 of those 4 people are really new to racing, so I gotta be mindful of that, like that one gentleman or lady, I don't even know, that I just went around. So this is going to be definitely quite the entertaining situation for us, but the good part is that 2 of those 4 are pretty seasoned. There's that one gentleman there in the white helmet. He knows what he is doing, so that's the good part. The bad part is, of course, that person who is the newbie. They're a little too hard on the brakes, and that's quite self-evident, since they're yeah, that's all I can say. They're definitely not yet broken into the system of racing yet. There we go. So maybe this particular video is not going to be about lap times. This one is going to be about just having fun, which is what I'm doing right now. And in the mid of it, if I actually hit a good lap time, so be it. Right now, 19.554 as a result of the crowd that we have to deal with. But my real target is the one gentleman who knows what he's doing. His name is Drew. He's a pretty nice guy. He shows up on talent nights, so obviously that's the kind of person you want to race with consistently. 19.4 flat, doing okay. This kart here is pretty fast actually. The only thing is that the steering wheel is a little questionable. I had to
dive bomb that person. Just how it goes. 19,186. We're doing all right still, I think. Woohoo! I'm enjoying this in some ways. In some ways I'm stressed the heck out because I'm worried about the newbies who are going to get in the way. 2 of 4, so 50% of my opponents do not know what to do. And that's okay though. We'll figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. This gentleman here does know somewhat of what they're doing, so that's why I don't mind too much. But I'm going to take the inside line. They're letting me through. I'm effectively trying to use the slide factor to my advantage right now, but it's not going to work out for me in the long run. So we gotta try and develop a little bit of consistency in terms of at least coming around these laps and these individuals with varied skill sets. So here's my friendly adversary, Drew, in the white, who just went around that lady here. And I gotta go around her. Woo, woo, woo. Fun times. 19,119 I managed to do somehow. So at least I am fast-ish, but not fast to the level of satisfaction that I'd like to have. Here we go, here we go. So we're hot lapping around Drew, trying to see if we can trying to see if I can get his attention here, just because I want to kind of mess with him a little bit. He saw me, he's laughing. All right. So we're not going to hit 18.9 when we are running into a situation with a full crowd in here. That's okay though. Woohoo! Taking the inside line. Hopefully they've seen me. I'm not looking at them. Kind of have a little prediction model going on in my head about, you know, where they're going to be, so that's why I tend to not look at where my opponent is. Now this lady here, got to be mindful of her. Ooh, just barely got around her, and I don't know if that was the last lap. But we'll find out if I get slowed down whether that was the last lap. A lot of fun. I got to lap Drew. That was funny to me, at least. No, not the last lap. I thought it was because I saw the safety marshal go for the start-finish flag or whatever it's called. So maybe I have one more lap in here. Whew. 19,119, and that was the end. Wow. Well, that was fun. I don't know about you guys, but definitely got to have a heck of a time going through and around everybody. So, wow. All right, here we go. Let's get this ball rolling. Getting that juice on and let's race. So now I'm racing with a lot more people than I was before, so this is going to be a challenge. I already know that I'm dealing with a guy who is good about being pretty rude. I already gave him the look, so we'll see how he takes to that when the right time comes to outpace him. Now the question is, are we going to be able to hit a good lap time with so many people out here? It's like a total of 8 people. Remains to be seen. Slipping and sliding a little, so that's not helping matters. We'll get there. I can tell you this kart has some juice, but I do not know if it's got enough to give us a good lap time. The reason why I'm saying that is because I've already been on this kart, and not fun, to say the least. Anyway, we are behind somebody, and somebody who is kind of new to it, so we will see if we can go around him. Try to get our message across, and they do see us, so there's that. We're slipping a lot, so that's not helping matters, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So I am going to try to focus on staying away from the people who are the most troublesome, and one of them is this guy right here, who just happened to crash into somebody. So we'll see if she sees us. This lady does see us. All right, pretty intense what's going on right now. 19093, so I maybe can hit my 18 here, but I'm pretty doubtful about it, and that's just because I just can't seem to get the line right enough to where I can hit my goal and say I did great. But yeah, this is definitely a another session where I'm gonna just try to have fun with the focus on trying to get into the 18-second range. They just saw me last second. Actually, I kind of stole their corner there. I should have actually backed out from that instance, so that was my bad on that, and I'll apologize to them after I get done. But wow, am I having fun in a way, just trying to not be too serious as I come around for the umpteenth time and kick some butt. I am the fastest guy right now, but that might not last forever, since I do not know what caliber of racers I'm dealing with, other than the 2 that I do know. Drew, who actually shows up here on Talent Night, as it's called, Talent Night. It's also otherwise known as League Nights in other places. And he's brought a couple of friends with him, like this lady right here, and then another person who also joined him, but that's it, you know. So there's 2 more who have joined us, and they're pretty bad. They're bad in the sense that they were trying to be aggressive with me. Turns out they don't know what they're doing. So unfortunately, you have to deal with that kind of nonsense in any kind of track, and I've mentioned that many times, so nothing new there. Whew. There's a big bunch up over there. But I'm glad that I am kind of going solo, finding every opportunity to do the best I can. But unfortunately, there are key moments where I can tell that my pace is good, and either I screw up something or somebody gets in the way. So what are you gonna do? Just focus on keeping our line consistent. That's about it. Leave the rest to fate, karma, whatever, God. It doesn't matter. What matters is just you do the best you can, and that's what I'm doing. I am liking the fact that I am going across people when there's a chance, but look at where I am, look at where they are. They're all behind me. So I've already lapped some of them quite a few times. There's that. I cannot see what lap time I've done since there's so many people and the screen is so small, so it's actually kind of miniaturized everybody's names now. That's the end of the race, and we came out on top, so that's definitely the good part. That gentleman there is Drew, as I've mentioned before, and his friend. These two guys are pretty skilled, and yeah, let's do some after the race talk as well. So when I get home, I will talk to you guys.
Okay, so with that out of the way, we did what we could, and the best I was able to actually do was 19.021. So I'm, you know, right there. I mean, I tried. I did like 8 or 10 sessions, and I still was not able to meet my personal goal. Although I could tell you that I have always been about 0.2 of a second behind the fastest driver, who is the fastest driver at that track, period. His name is Zach. And I looked at the top leaderboard, and it showed that he was at 18.8 something. So me being at almost 19 flat, that's pretty consistent. Does it speak for maybe what's going on with the carts and the tires and all that? I don't know. All I know is that this was the best I could do, and obviously with me getting back into the rhythm of things, like I mentioned, things will get better. You know, I just need to put some more time, as much as I can afford to do. Not to mention, of course, the season for real go-karting is going to start, so I don't know if I'll even really have time for indoor karting. But anyway, guys, I really do appreciate you taking the time to watch this really long video. I just thought that it was really important for you guys to see what you can do, as I've done in some other videos, about having to navigate on a track around people with different skill sets, people who know what they're doing versus people who don't, and how you need to find a patience within yourself to try to maneuver around them. And this will be key for me to actually use when I actually come up for real racing that will be beginning in Cincinnati, Ohio, as part of my participation and membership with the Racing for Vets organization down there. So that's all I got for you guys. Thank you again for watching, and I will definitely see you at the next Apex. Bye-bye.